There'll be food and drink and ghosts, and perhaps even a few murders. You're all invited.
When we first went in, one of the people said, "Who are you?" And Tex said, "I'm the devil, and I'm here to do the devil's business."
Hi.
Hello.
We're back.
We're back again, and for the fourth episode. For the fourth episode in a row, Mark Bluestein and I are still in the same outfits, while
true.
Mark Torriello has since changed. And can you please let our viewers and listeners know what you are wearing?
Yeah, well, we record our episodes in like big clusters.
Yes.
So we're doing like 5 today. So I'm changing my outfit or my top at least each time.
Yeah,
so
well-
I've been wearing these like really short denim shorts.
They're really great.
Incredibly short. And then I have this shirt and it's like a Versace print, but it's not Versace.
Yeah.
But it's like
It
like
does have
gaudy.
a nice Versace vibe.
Yeah. And I'm wearing like a gold cube link Givenchy.
My answer was
Chain.
going to be that Jen and I go into cryogenics for like a week, and then Mark just comes back, and we're here in the same outfit.
Yes. I love that.
Yeah. Here for it.
We are.
What are we fucking doing, Jen?
Okay, so I'm going to preface this before I ask my question. Because after I ask the question, I know where both of your heads are going to go. And the answer is no, it is not what you are thinking about. Because these are people that we have talked about before in the Bizarre Buffet world. We have mentioned them from time to time in previous episodes.
Okay.
But after this question, again, your answer is no. It has absolutely nothing to do with where I think your brain is going. So are you ready?
Oh, I can't wait.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
my question is, what is your favorite Nirvana song?
Oh my God.
I'll start. I don't listen to Nirvana. I don't really know. I know who they are, and I know like their greatest hits. Mm-hmm. So I don't have a favorite Nirvana song.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, I don't listen to them. I won't say I have a favorite, but there is one song that I like. I think it's called like Heart Shaped Box.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But I don't really know like anything about any of that.
I like Come As You Are. I also like the string quartet version of that, which I believe Alexander McQueen has used many of times in his
cool.
shows. So that's also a callback to another episode of ours.
That.
So yes, to answer your question, we are not talking about Courtney Love. Okay. But we are going back to Washington.
Oh my God. Wow.
Wow. So far, like in the 5 episodes we're recording,
Jesus.
3 of them have taken place in Washington State.
There's something about Washington State.
Something about that.
That's
yes.
wild.
That is though.
Did you know that one of their songs was inspired by a true story that is actually quite disturbing?
No.
Okay.
Spill the tea.
So I'm going to spill the tea. The story goes that Kurt Cobain was reading about a case in the local newspaper, and it really it haunted him. And the story was that in 1987, a 14-year-old girl was kidnapped after leaving a punk show. Her name was never publicly released, and she was just a kid that wanted to go see some live music, and instead she met Gerald Arthur Friend. He was 38 at the time, and a name that would soon make national headlines and inspire one of the darkest songs of the 1990s, which was called Polly by Nirvana. Now, I've always, over the years, because I've listened to Nirvana, over the years, because the first line is Polly want a cracker, I actually always thought it was about a bird. Then later
I would
on,
too.
I came to learn that is not the case at all. So, Gerald Arthur Friend was not new to violence. So in fact, he'd already served time for kidnapping and raping another girl who was 12 years old back in the 1960s. Okay. So he picked up this hitchhiking girl and her brother and forced the brother out of the car by gunpoint. So after hours of this girl being tortured, she finally escaped and jumped into the river and then was later discovered by some driver by. Oh, God. Yeah. I know, this is really dark.
Did she survive?
She did.
Okay, good.
So
good.
a few days later, Gerald Arthur Friend's father found him hiding in a field near their home, and he himself took him to the police and turned him in because he did see him with a gun.
Okay.
He was convicted of rape and torture and sentenced to 75 years in prison. And he was released early. And as we know with these stories, they usually repeat themselves.
Yep.
Right? After the concert in 1987, he offered a young 14-year-old girl a ride home. So I don't know why she agreed, but she must have trusted him. It was a much different time. But instead of taking her home, he took her to his trailer, tied her wrists, hung her from a pulley system from the ceiling that he built himself, and tortured her.
Oh, no.
So I think that's where like the idea of Polly the bird comes from, like being hung.
suspended.
Yeah, suspended. Yeah. So what happens next is quite incredible. She survived.
What?
All right, Polly.
She did. Yes. So we can call her Polly because her name has never been released. So Polly did survive.
That's amazing.
Yes. And then after hours of being tortured, she did convince him to let her go. So she did things like pretend to like him. She calmly asked for water. She said things like, I want to be with you. I promise I won't tell anyone. And he believed her. He untied her. He let her go. And once she was untied, she ran for the hills.
Wow.
Good for her.
Holy shit.
Right?
Good for her.
I love stories like that.
No, that's incredible.
Because a lot of times they usually don't end.
No, not like
Very
no,
well?
No.
They do not.
So at the time when Kurt Cobain read the story in the news, he was just some random guy playing shows at dive bars and barely making ends meet. But the story really stuck with him, and years later eventually made it onto their second album, Nevermind, which is the infamous Underwater Baby album.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The naked baby underwater.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And he actually wrote the song from the perspective of Gerald Arthur Friend.
Oh.
And it wasn't to glorify him, but it was to expose the disturbing power dynamics behind sexual violence. He was quite the feminist, I should say, Kurt
Yeah.
Cobain.
Yeah.
He was very political.
Well, if he was with Courtney Love, he must
Yes.
he must have been a little bit of a feminist because
He was also pro-gay too. I know that. He
Yes.
was like, and just very open-minded.
Yes, he was a
well-rounded.
very well-rounded, open-minded individual, and I would be very curious to see where his career would take him if he was alive today.
Yeah.
definitely divorce court.
Absolutely, yes. They obviously,
I at least know that much. One. thing,
yes. So it's actually quite a creepy and uncomfortable song to listen to.
I'll have to listen to it.
You should listen to it. So here is this is actually the opening verse to the song. So it is, Polly wants a cracker. I think I should get off her first. I think she wants some water to put out the blowtorch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
And-
dork.
Yeah.
No.
And the other thing too is it's the only song on the album that has more of a soft side because, for you Nirvana listeners out there, you know that Kurt Cobain usually goes from singing to screaming at one point in his song. It goes very soft to very loud, but in Polly, the entire song is very soft and very quiet.
Wow.
He actually once said, so going back to what we were just talking about, like he's pro-gay, he's a feminist. He once said that he wanted to challenge the casual misogyny that he saw in music.
Wow.
And he was very furious that people could actually mosh to this song without understanding the lyrics. But like, go listen to the song and you'll hear like, there's no way to be able to mosh to this song. It's very, very mellow, very chill. And apparently he would stop shows when he would see men in the audience assaulting women in the crowd.
Good for him for doing that.
Yeah.
Good for him.
And he would scream things like, "You are the very people that Polly was written about."
Good for him. That's
Yeah.
fucking.
I've always been a Kurt Cobain fan. Love him. And to this day, like I said, her real name is still anonymous out of respect for her and her privacy. And she did testify against Gerald Arthur Friend and did send him back to prison, where I am happy to say he still sits today.
Oh, good.
So that is the story of Polly.
That's fantastic. Well, fantastic story, not in the literal fantastic sense, but that's
I wonder
really,
if she knows about that song.
I'm
It's
sure
written about her. Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, if it's gotten somewhere or to the point where like we're able to do this story, I would imagine that there's a high chance that she has heard this like maybe, I don't know.
But again, like I said, over the years, I've heard this song and I always thought it was about a bird or a parrot or something. Seriously.
Yeah.
And then like recently coming across this, I was like, actually, no, this has nothing to do with what I thought it was about.
Well, yeah, now I get it, because it's like, too, a lot of times when something is like kind of literal, like Polly wanna crack, like stuff like that, it's like, if there is an abstraction, it's hard to know what that is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or, so I totally.
Well, what I think is interesting is that there's things that you can encounter every single day, whether it's a house, a person, a song, whatever, and it could have something so dark behind it that you wouldn't know about
Yeah.
Yeah,
until otherwise.
absolutely.
For sure.
So yeah, that's the story of Polly.
Well, I'm glad Polly survived, and that's
Yeah.
also a great.
I'm sorry it had nothing to do with Courtney Love.
Oh, that's okay. She's been talked about.
But
enough.
we've been to Washington 3 times in the last 4 episodes.
We sure have.
We sure have. We know the state very well now.
That's right.
But this is Bizarre Buffet, so we will always take the
Yes.
back roads or
Absolutely.
the things that no one knows about. Everyone knows about Nirvana, but
Yep.
I don't think a lot of people know about the song Polly. I never
had
did.
never
so.
heard of that.
And
yeah.
Kurt Cobain was a very incredible songwriter. He had a way with his words and being able to tell a story. I know people will probably say I don't understand half the shit that he would ever say, but he had an incredible way with words and stories and poetry. So
Well, and clearly
I
it
learned,
resonated with people.
I learned something new about him and a song that I thought had a completely different meaning.
Yeah, that's a really cool story.
And he also inspired a lot of fashion houses because I know like Saint Laurent did a whole collection like about his aesthetic.
And like the grunge look is still a thing today that people still are influenced by.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. In the meantime,
Yes.
find us on Facebook, on Instagram,
YouTube.
hi.
And if you're looking at us on
Patreon.
YouTube, you can listen to us on any podcast platform.
Yeah, you sure can. Use your filthy ears to listen.
You better.
Fucking better.
Earwax.
Thank you.
Ooh, waxy.
Well,
Sorry,
no, that's fine.
I
but-
took it there.
Yeah, well, until next time, I'm Courtney Love Cobain.
And I am a parrot.
And I'm Kurt Cobain's sunglasses.
Oh, the white ones.
The white ones.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
cute.
Polly wanna